On Tiny, boy, they just smoke little dudes, boy. On Tiny, yeah, boy.
According to police, a 23-year-old male was walking near the sidewalk and was approached by an unknown vehicle. At least one unknown offender from within produced a firearm and fired shots at the victim. Sustained multiple gunshot wounds to the body and was transported to the University of Chicago Hospital, where he was later pronounced.
On September 12, 2025, Jeremiah Dawson, known to fans as DMG Little Deuce, was on Chicago's South Side, near the intersection of 91st Street and College Grove. It was a late morning, around 10:30 a.m., and the neighborhood was already alive with the usual city sounds of buses, conversation, and traffic rolling past. Deuce was walking along the sidewalk. Just another quiet start to what should have been a normal day. Then from down the street, an unfamiliar vehicle approached. Witnesses say it slowed near the curb. Within seconds, the calm broke. A burst of gunfire tore through the air. Police later reported nearly 30 shell casings scattered across the sidewalk. The sound of chaos echoing through the block. When officers arrived, they found Deuce lying on the pavement, struck multiple times. Paramedics performed CPR before rushing him to the University of Chicago Hospital. Despite their efforts, he was pronounced deceased shortly after arrival. Area 2 detectives from the Chicago Police Department launched an investigation immediately. At just 23 years old, DMG Lil Deuce's life was gone. A rising artist silenced on the street he thought he knew all too well. He was gone too soon, and once again, Chicago was grieving the loss of a young talent. DMG Lil Deuce's farewell service was quiet but filled with love. A sad goodbye to a rising artist whose dreams were only beginning. Family, friends, and fans came together to remember him, sharing stories about his smile, his goals, and how he could light up any room he walked into. As his casket lowered, everyone felt the heavy truth. A bright future had ended far too early. The news of Little Deuce's passing spread quickly, but it wasn't met with shock. It was met with exhaustion. Another young artist was gone, another future stolen, another farewell service. The rap community in Chicago was once again facing heartbreak. Another name added to the growing list of lives lost too soon. For those who knew DMG Lil Deuce personally, the pain was unbearable. Friends, collaborators, and fans struggled to make sense of it all. They had watched his rise, believed in his talent, and now they were left mourning a dream that would never be fulfilled. In the days following DMG Lil Deuce's tragic passing, the internet exploded with rumors, and all eyes turned towards his longtime friend and collaborator, Lil Zay Osama. The two rappers had come up together from the same streets of Chicago, sharing dreams of making it big in music while fighting the daily struggle of survival. But now, with Deuce gone, the friendship that once symbolized loyalty was being questioned by fans, bloggers, and critics alike. People pointed to an Instagram Live the pair had done just days before the shooting. Some people believe the tension leading up to Lil Deuce's passing might have started after a viral moment involving Lil Zay Osama. Earlier, two of Zay's watches were reportedly stolen, and the incident gained significant attention online. And the post went viral. Lil Deuce began getting calls about it. One friend, THFG Baby, reached out to him, asking if he'd seen the news about the stolen watches. Deuce brushed it off at first, even calling another close friend, T, to talk about it. But according to those who knew him, something about that situation felt heavy. It came at a time when Deuce was telling people he wanted to leave the gang life behind and focus on music instead. Just a few days after those phone calls, Deuce was shot in a drive-by. Some fans and locals wondered if it was retaliation connected to that viral post, but nothing has been proven, and the truth remains unclear.
This nigga go on an interview and say, yeah, he antagonized us and all this, and then say this 10 years ago I ain't said nothing, gang. And then you said I wouldn't say this Vaughn was alive or do this Vaughn was alive. What is wrong with y'all?
Niggas been doing, we been
Listen,
doing,
listen. All the goofies in Iraq, all the goofy niggas in Iraq, the niggas that ain't never did, never stood on shit, never shot shit, never killed.
This
Don't
shit
say,
we really up 20 kills.
This over here got 50 murders, 60 murders, and we scared of him. Not us.
Hey, listen though.
Not us.
This shit ain't Call of Duty.
Who caught a body? Who caught a hat?
Call of Duty, we really
Ain't
got
no nigga in Iraq say they played with us. No nigga in Iraq can say they played with us. No nigga in Iraq can say we got 20 homies.
You gotta take care of the kids.
Take care of your kids and stop playing with us on this internet. Cause soon as a motherfucker catch you in the mall like King Yella, guess what we gonna do? We gon'
Lil Zay Osama, whose real name is Isaiah Dukes, is a Chicago-born rapper known for turning his life struggles into music. Growing up in the city's South Side, he faced hardships, street retaliations, and loss from an early age. His breakout song, Changed Up, earned millions of views and helped him rise into the drill and street rap scene. DMG Lil Deuce, another young talent from Chicago, was part of the drill music gang collective. He gained attention for his gritty lyrics and storytelling that reflected life in the trenches. His song, Next Victim, released just a month before his passing. Both artists were active on Instagram, often sharing snippets of their songs, street life moments, and messages to fans. Their posts reflected loyalty, ambition, and pain, themes that shaped their music and their connection to Chicago's drill culture. However, after DMG's passing, people claimed Lil Zay Osama had left his close friend behind, choosing fame and safety over loyalty. They said he had the money and connection to move Deuce out of danger, but didn't. But Lil Zay Osama didn't stay silent. Through posts on Instagram and X, he spoke out, denying every rumor. His tone wasn't polished or rehearsed. It was raw, emotional, and filled with pain. In the hours that followed the shocking news of DMG Lil Deuce's passing, Lil Zay Osama emerged on the scene to publicly address the loss and pay tribute to his brother while pushing back against the narrative. In one viral post, he wrote, "Stop spreading false rumors about Lil Deuce's name. None of the hoods y'all say did this. The hood that trolled him is going to feel it. They said I left him. They said I sacrificed him. But I was waiting for him to get off house arrest. I begged him to come to Cali. He wanted to stay, to ride with his people. I love you, bro. I'm going to take care of your mama and your son forever." It was a post that sounded more like a cry of grief than a defense. Zay Osama was trying to make sense of losing his friend while being blamed for it at the same time. His grief was raw, and he was still trying to process the fact that Deuce, just 23 years old, was gone. He said they were from the same Southside neighborhoods, had witnessed many of the same scenes, and now found themselves mourning someone with so much left to do again. Zay carefully walked a tight line. He expressed frustration and sadness at the street violence that claimed yet another life. He explained that Deuce had plans to join him in California once his legal restrictions ended. But his life in Chicago had its own gravity. The trenches, as Zay put it, don't let go easily. For Zay Osama, This wasn't just about clearing his name. It was about setting the record straight, saying he didn't abandon DEUCE, that he tried to save him, that he never stopped being his brother. Yet in the world of hip-hop, loyalty is everything. And when one friend makes it out while the other doesn't, the judgment comes fast. DEUCE's passing became more than a tragedy. It became a public trial of Zay Osama's character. Fans debated whether fame had created distance between them, or whether DEUCE's choices simply led him down a darker path. But beneath all the noise, one truth remained. Little Zay Osama was grieving. He wasn't just defending himself online. He was mourning a brother he couldn't save, a bond that fame and tragedy had both tested and broken. In Chicago, success and survival often stand on opposite sides of the same street. And for little Zay Osama, DMG Little DEUCE's passing wasn't just another headline. He also released a music video for the song 6K, which included a tribute in memory of DMG Little DEUCE and DMG Detro. DMG Little DEUCE was an emerging talent in Chicago's drill music scene, known for his raw energy and storytelling that reflected the struggle and realities of street life. Next Victim was one of DMG Little DEUCE's most talked about releases, and became a powerful reflection of his reality. Dropped just weeks before his passing, the track captured the raw emotions, street energy, and storytelling that made DEUCE stand out in Chicago's drill scene. The music video quickly gained traction, reaching nearly 140,000 views on YouTube. This was proof of his growing fan base and influence. In the song, DEUCE spoke openly about the dangers of street life, loyalty, and survival themes that hit even harder after his passing. Many fans now see the song as both a warning and a message about the cycle of street retaliation that continues to take young lives in Chicago. The success of his song showed that DMG Little DEUCE was on the edge of something bigger, a rising star whose voice was silenced too soon. Despite the conflicts surrounding him, his music stood out for its honesty and emotion, resonating deeply with listeners who related to his background. He also ventured into action, appearing in DMG Little DEUCE and DMG Detro Get Silly. Following his tragic passing, condolences poured in from fans and fellow artists, recognizing his potential and impact. DMG Lil DEUCE's legacy remains that of a promising artist whose rise was cut short, leaving behind a reminder of the harsh realities faced by young talents trying to make it out of the trenches. As of now, DMG Little DEUCE's case remains under active investigation. No suspects have been arrested, and authorities have yet to release any major updates regarding the incident. Fans and community members continue to seek justice, hoping that the truth behind the tragic passing will soon come to light. As per a report from the police, it is believed that the young artist was walking along the 800 block of East 92nd Street a little after 10:30 a.m. During that time, a car approached and someone from the inside opened fire. Little DEUCE was struck multiple times before being rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center. While the mode of transportation is not clear, the medical facility is around 15 minutes away from the location of the shooting. Despite close proximity to immediate medical access, Lil DEUCE eventually lost the battle for life. His passing has left a deep impact on the Chicago rap community and beyond. His story reflects the difficult balance between chasing success and surviving in an environment filled with danger. For many, his passing is not just about one artist. It's about the struggle young people face when trying to escape the streets. Lil Zay Osama's emotional response shows how complicated loyalty, friendship, and fame can be in that world. Behind all the rumors and online debates, there was a real bond and real pain. DEUCE's music, energy, and legacy continue to live on through his fans, reminding everyone of the potential he had and the life that ended too soon. His story is a painful but powerful reminder of how short life can be in the streets of Chicago. But the question is, was this truly an accident? Or was it something much bigger? For now, the truth remains hidden beneath conflicting stories. Not enough proof, and decades of silence. But one thing is certain, Lil Deuce deserved more. Rest in peace, Lil Deuce.
Appreciate you for clicking on the video. Before you go, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.